get that brain tested.
Yes.
Next to me.
You could. It's to the degree you could damn near change the autism symbol to just be Sonic's logo.
Yo, some Sonic fans are really horrible though.
I like how it shows me. Oh, look at this! I can see all my Twitch people from here. From right here like this.
Let me tell you, at my job, every single one of them kids got a Sonic the Hedgehog T-shirt.
Like Justin is streaming.
You said you needed to see me in private.
You know what I do, right, that boy?
Yes.
Yeah, every single one of them kids got a Sonic the Hedgehog T-shirt. Most of them a lunchbox.
The council's going to want answers.
He is the poster child for Neural Spicy.
Neural Spicy. I like that.
Streaming? Yeah,
The stream just started.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
Oh boy,
Still
they
setting
go
up
fast.
settings. Yeah, I had to realize one time that like, oh, I'm only a fan of certain Sonic games, and then other ones I fucking hate them. I turn into that. What is it? Frickin' Frick.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
look,
I didn't do
now you
anything
can see
wrong,
like
Captain.
this.
Hopefully the council can
You
see
can
that.
see it from here. You don't have to
And
go.
I still find it the one where you turn into a werehog is like one of the top 3 games I've ever
That,
played.
that's why this is the best.
You said which one?
The one where he turns into the werehog.
Oh, Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, that's like one of the top 3 Sonic games ever to me.
With the gift,
That's why I was like, look, this is
And a lot of people don't fuck with that one.
a
Yeah.
rogue spectre.
That one was very polarizing.
absolutely streaming.
And
I mean, the best tool web browser I've ever. I swear it's by,
designed for
Crime
this.
because he
I
hates
swear it's by Opera GX Gaming. Browser.
With the gift.
Are you doing a Mass Effect run through?
I don't know why.
Yep, in
It's
1440p.
something to do with that beacon.
Got you. Is this,
This is 2K.
1 or 3?
Self-destructed. Did you see anything?
One.
Any
Okay.
clue that might
Let me
tell
see
us
what
Sarah
2K
is
looks
after?
like.
I
I'm
just knew
gonna
it was
see.
a
I'm gonna
Before I lost consciousness. I had some kind of vision.
A vision. A vision of what?
Oh, look good in 2K.
What do you remember?
I saw some.
This is 2K streaming.
I already tested Mass Effect 2 in
Slaughtering.
1440p.
Oh, it looks
Which
good
was
too.
a-
I like the
Yeah.
We
text
need
looks
to
very
report this
clear
to
and
the
sharp.
council.
I
What are we
forget
gonna
what
tell
year
him?
this game
I had
came
a
out
bad
in.
dream.
What was it?
We don't know what
I
information
haven't
is
checked
stored
it
in
out.
that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some
This the,
ancient weapon of mass destruction,
it?
whatever.
What is it?
2007.
Yeah.
Being
I know
17
that.
years old.
I know his reputation is politics.
I put on some
he believes humans are
upscaling
the galaxy.
in the GPU settings and
This
all
attack
that,
is an act of war.
and then
He has the
it
secrets from
improved
the
it,
beacon.
but it still kind of
He has
looks
an army
bad
of
at
Geth at his command,
1440p.
and he won't stop
But
it.
this game was a
Humanity
720p game,
from
so
the face of the galaxy.
Like it looks pretty
I'll
decent.
find some way to take him down.
yeah.
It's not that easy. He's a specter. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the council on our side.
They got like their copies of the game to sell early, but they took that as a sign to start distributing, so they had just started selling the game a week before release.
He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the
I
bridge and tell
love
Joker to bring us
Opera
into dock.
GX. It even tells me the new game releasing. Like I have a release calendar,
I saw that. I did check that out.
and the Rita Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind is coming out on December 10th.
Oh yeah, if you
I'm
like
glad
beat 'em
you're
ups,
okay,
the Power
Commander.
Rangers games been
You
releasing
could
them.
use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
The Game Awards is on
Jenkins
December
was a
12th.
valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened.
I like how they tell
Jenkins
me
is
I can
still
get
alive.
early access,
I might not be
demo,
here.
beta. See, look, you see these little the
You're a
things
good
on the
soldier.
side.
Hang that up,
You
take that
belong
up.
on the Normandy.
I like that.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot for me. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
There's nothing special about me, Williams. Anyone would have done the same.
Held off an entire enemy platoon alone? With all due
Spider-Man
respect,
coming out
Commander,
2 on PC
I
on
think
January
you've got somebody
30th.
watching over you.
Things were pretty rough.
I
down
actually
there.
like this.
Are you okay?
It's well designed.
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
Couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
actually pretty
Commander.
clutch. I ain't gonna lie.
I have to admit, I was a little worried.
Hey,
about
Ed-Boy,
being
how do you
slipped
get
into the-
Daima Goku
It's
in
nice when someone
Spartan
makes you feel
Zero?
welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here
You
just
can buy
fine,
him in the
Williams.
shop, right?
Thanks, Commander.
If not, you have to wish him the Dragon Balls.
I gotta get the Dragon Balls.
Yes, Commander?
Yeah.
Is there something you need?
I'm looking. I have 180 characters. I don't have Wheelo and I don't have Daima Goku.
Earth always
But I've
seemed forward,
100%ed the
too
story.
safe, too secure. I figured the colonies.
And I'm pretty sure I'm max level and I bought every character from the shop.
Travel the
And I
stars,
still don't have them.
tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls.
Oh, so break that.
Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic
What's
as
the
I
like
imagined.
thing he did on here?
But humanity
Boredom
needs the
busters.
Alliance if we want to keep
Might have to,
expanding through the
Oh,
Traverse. And
I
the
know
Alliance
limits of
always
the Game
needs
Boy
us
have a
good
lot to do
doctors.
with what's
So I
not
stay
good
out
about the
until I
original
can.
Pokemon games.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth.
I don't like
Or maybe
this
taking a
stuff.
position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about
Man,
Captain
this first
Anderson?
Mass Effect game
I've
was
served with him for a
groundbreaking.
few tours now. He knows when to let
They were
things
like, oh
slide
man,
and
we're
when to
gonna
crack
we're gonna
the whip.
streamline how
The
like
crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into.
conversations work.
And he cares about the people
Choices.
under his
Yeah.
command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with
Choices
him
get
before
pretty
this mission,
like
but he has an
Yeah.
impressive service.
compared to Dragon
Over a
Age
dozen
Origins.
special commendations.
There's a lot
Tends to
less
keep to
choices
himself.
to be made.
Maybe because of the headaches. It's not
But
easy being an LT.
Things don't get
What does that
complicated
have to
like
do?
they started doing
Well,
in,
most biotics now
just
use
in Dragon
the
Age 2,
L3 implants.
from the first
Yeah.
Dragon Age.
Lieutenant Alenko was wired
Yeah.
for the old
It's
L2.
like, oh, I have to reflect all these different
Sometimes
choices.
there are
Some
complications.
situations had like
What kind of
16
complications?
choices or some shit.
Severe mental disabilities.
Depends on how you
insanity,
play the
threatening
first
physical
one.
pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
he's lucky.
depending on how you
He
played the
just gets
first one, that
migraines.
defines who's even alive. And they got to replace that character with another one in this exact situation if you killed them.
I should go.
That caused
Goodbye,
yeah, that
Colonel.
caused a lot of problems for Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. And then in Dragon Age Veilguard, they basically said, we're not bringing all that up.
Oh,
We're not even bringing it up, let alone worrying about your choices. They just did a final send-off game and then, left us to it.
gotcha.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
This is just a Dragon Age game and has nothing to do with the other stories.
It has everything to do with them. It's just
Don't speak to Joker.
Oh.
we're not gonna bring up all that stuff because it's first off, big time skip. Two, in a different part of the world.
Okay.
Yeah. So they cover themselves. It's like you'll never meet Alistair. So if he was alive,
Doesn't matter if he's alive or not.
yeah. Which, by the way, by the time that game happened, Alistair would have heard the calling. He'd have to leave. Oh boy.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins is hard enough.
Yeah, my problem with this series is I don't feel like they did enough with the Mass Effect universe. They tried to go to another galaxy, and I'm like, dog, you still got that whole galaxy to explore, brother.
Wait, there's more.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
You created this hyper-futuristic, utopian society at the Citadel. Continue. How's the cutscene looking?
Look at the size of that ship.
The essential flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Damn dog.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Oh man. Good old days.
Tell the aliens from the animals.
Before we had that special hair rendering we got today. The hair was a separate model set on top of the bald head of the model. Oh man.
You gotta rock the cornrows, or the buzz cut, or the afro.
I swear there's only so many good hairstyles in here. And this is like literally one of four. One of them is bald head. Almost.
Just fucking skinny head.
These allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the Council in confidence and she betrayed that promise.
Actually, you guys weren't in Andromeda, and I miss you. I miss you, Elcor.
In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there
Might have
something
been
I
killed,
can
I
do
guess.
for
I
you
was
this
like, are
day?
these things that can speak, or are these mounts?
Oh yeah, that was everybody's first impression. Is like, what the fuck is that?
Why do you explain
Yeah,
what you're
like,
about to
is
say?
something I should be talking to or
All
writing?
communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine
Good old
enthusiasm.
days. Tell me more about
I
your
delight in
species.
telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, Within one lifetime, we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the
Why do you bother?
remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your time
Power
is
on.
inappropriate,
Auxiliary in.
This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
Yeah. Meeting these guys right here was like a pivotal moment where
What
I
is
was like,
this
oh, I
place?
guess I'm locked in.
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Like, I was locked in to the non-combat shit.
The ambassador is next door, in his own office.
Not to the non-com.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being
That's what they're called, the
interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Golos territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Sure is peaceful here.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Good old
Alarm
RPG, walk up to
response.
someone and get a quest.
You overheard that.
You gotta love it.
didn't you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
That's like the only time I ever seen Elcor move. That animation at the end there. Never see them move. You ever notice that?
No, I've never played this game.
So, you make it to an alien space station, and you see one of these, what you doing? Or you see one of these.
I think he would probably read my mind, so I'd probably leave.
Oh boy, hit him with the get out of my head.
He definitely gave me very much mind.
This place is fantastic.
Don't worry, the blue ones can only do that if they touch you.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Action!
There we go, H, put my weapon away.
Area secured.
Shooting this bitch up.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectre?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like
This
that.
game feels
People
like
who do
the
dirty
Fifth
job.
Element.
I
Mixed
agree.
with Star Wars.
But they need to be held to a higher standard.
Mixed
They need to
in
be
with a-
accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the
If
Council
the
doesn't want to do
contamination,
anything about it.
like, aren't they crazy or something in Mass
Is that
Effect?
the kind of person this galaxy needs?
Not in this one.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. The only thing that matters is accomplishing the task.
Maybe. But I've never had to cross that line to get the job done. Never.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Sarah.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I'm hacking into your computer.
That McDonald's coffee is gross. Like, I cannot finish it.
Oh. Oh boy. These bars look a lot better in Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Not the bars look a lot better.
More humans around. Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Boy, what you can
well,
tell me about
she's
your
an
fucking
Asari
hair?
who works
Oh,
here
Lord.
as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
By the way, motherfuckers in Mass Effect just be like, yeah, that place over there, yeah, they sell drugs out of that bitch. Yeah, it's loud as shit too. Yeah, they shoot that bitch up all the time. Yeah, they just shoot it up, broad daylight, all the time. I saw who did it too. I'd be like, damn. Why are you telling me all these details? Hold up.
The human
I just met
ambassadors
you.
up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Trustworthy.
Yes, I receive reports on all newly
My
arrived
brother in Christ, it
dignitaries
sounds
and
like you could have stopped all this before I even arrived.
What is this place?
Just told the
This
cops.
is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
Now I know what happened and who did it.
What's that?
Oh, Avina
Yeah,
is the virtual
well,
guide
what you
for
gonna
the
do
Citadel.
about it?
Feel free to access
The fuck you looking at me
terminal
for?
yourself.
I'm just
What
some
do you
guy
mean?
who just
What
arrived.
do you do here?
My name is Safiria.
Right,
I'm
you
the
gotta do
administrative
something about it.
assistant
You the
for
main
embassies.
character.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Oh boy, you used the term lesser species.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Is it like the beginning of the game?
Literally, yes. Like, go talk to the council. And I'm like, how about the council talk to these nuts?
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Actually, you can't just call
Please do not
people
disturb the
bug
keepers.
things.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Welcome to Presidium
Ashley.
Tourism Terminal 2. You
Oh, I
are
thought the
standing
bug
near
name
the
was
base
Ashley.
of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Jesus.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the counselors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties.
No,
Keepers
seriously.
can be seen in
They
all
should've-
sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
I would have been highly suspicious of the Keepers. It's like, why do y'all exist at all like this?
Any
And
particular
why would
reason there
something
are so
make
many
this?
Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other
They
species.
cover that heavy
It is
in Mass
assumed,
Effect 3,
however,
like,
that the tower
yeah,
houses
y'all
the
eventually
Citadel's
became
primary
numb to the
control
Keepers.
systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to
Just
some other
believe.
destination.
We don't know. Just say we don't know.
That's all for now.
I would
Thank you for using the
Oh,
link.
shit, leveled up.
Have a pleasant day.
There we go.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions
Black
remain
market guy.
undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if
Vaughn
his
said
true
everything
motives were to help
I do is legal. What the fuck y'all do after I do my thing?
personal gain.
That's up to you, brother. Don't even tell me what you up to.
Still sounds shady.
He was clear. Everything I do
Only
is
hope will
legal.
never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and
I'm just
regulations.
doing transactions. You go get space drugs, or go get a gun, or do a genocide. That ain't got shit to do.
If you say we gotta kill every member of the species on this colony, on this planet,
I also offer
they'll
premium
make way for my
services for those
species to
clients
take
who
that
need
planet.
someone to conduct business without drawing
That's up to you.
unwanted attention.
It's up to you. I just did a transaction.
That's my motto.
What I'm gonna do is
everything I do
whatever
falls
you need.
completely within the bounds of interstellar
I'm
commerce
a
law.
finance.
Even
but
so,
you do what
many
you do.
of my clients would prefer their
Well, so
transactions
I just know the way the
remain
market works.
undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested
Everything
in a
I
Hanar
do falls
exporting
well
company?
within interstellar
Even if his true
commerce law.
motives were to help his people, he would be
My
accused
clients,
of advancing
though,
the petition for his own
be
personal
on other
gain.
shit.
I keep his personal finances private.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Oh boy, most of them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Most of them are pleasant.
Oh shit. It's your boy.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
But most and almost be touchy,
This one's face
touchy,
name is Delaninder,
touchy language.
though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase.
No, we did
All
good.
of which
Mostly
were-
everyone survived. Almost no deaths.
Oh hell yeah, shit like that. Yo, let's talk about this right quick. In Mass Effect 3, how the jellyfish species, some of them start going on jihad when the Reapers invade. They're like, our gods have returned.
Show me your items.
Fucking let's go!
This one is pleased to do so, human.
They're like, God
you
said,
will not be disappointed.
God said the universe gotta die. I guess the universe gotta die.
Let's just crash out.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what they do. They do a religious crash out.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Sure is peaceful here.
This place is a little too perfect. Hiding something.
Ashley, you don't understand. They're not hiding anything. If you think they're hiding something, you're not looking.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Oh boy, I can argue about the Turians being a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
First playthroughs, I never thought about that. The Krogan committed a genocide. And it was just like, yeah, it happened. And Citadel races are kind of like, and it was good.
Welcome. I'm Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Hey boy, before you go back live, are you live?
Yes, I am.
Check your DM.
Let me go. Okay, let me go BRB.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
We're not on patient about check that ashtray and fuck.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander? No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their heels if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. For the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right. Though the Hanon need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
You can expect me to kill you the next time we meet.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with him.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the woods.
I thought you said he was a drunken loser.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him. Just be careful. I wouldn't call him reliable.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Colonel. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. But with him gone, things are still up in the air.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skilling Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how, but only
Killing
if...
innocents.
I know, but only if there's no other way.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard.